All right, hey, disappointing effort. We're hoping to, play better after the Stanford loss. That wasn't the case. We didn't play well in the first half at all. It was just both ends of the floor, and we talked about their big three. They got three guys that really statistically have had a great season. We wanted to try and neutralize at least one of those three guys and try and maybe just chop a couple of points off their season averages, being that we're on our home floor, but that didn't happen. So you can't. We had the same amount of field goals as they did. They just shot a better percentage from the field and from three. 50% from three. So we really didn't do the job we needed to do defensively, and we really only had like one legitimate chance. When we cut it to 11 and Kamari Lands was in the open court and I guess on his own fell down and wasn't able to get a clean shot at the basket. Other than that, like once that didn't go our way, things spiraled again.
When you say disappointing effort, is that like literally about like how hard guys played, or is that more about just like?
Well, we were not connected as a team in the first half. It was five individuals out there playing. Some guys didn't play well, and but you got to be on the same page. We could not get the group to function as a team in the first half. I'll coach that second half game all year long, or every game the rest of my life. If that's that team in the second half that we had, how we battled. It wasn't perfect. We put them on the free throw line too much. We didn't defend as good as we're capable of. We had, okay breakdowns, but it was a team that was, in my opinion, felt like it was all pulling in the same direction, regardless of good things or bad things happening.
Is there a reason Jose Perez did not play?
It was a coach's decision. That's all I'm going to say about it.
How much does that exacerbate the challenges about your depth already? You feel like you're not going to play, or you don't play a guy like that?
It was what I had to do for that half to try and see if we could climb back in the game, and we got very close to getting back in it. We just couldn't get over the hump. Even after we were making a push, crowd was getting involved, and we left. We couldn't get the cone on the 3-point line, and we fouled them. So that was given 4 points back. So, but there was a spirit about the team in the second half that I could relate to and that I wanted to coach.
You talked about playing more players in this game after the Stanford game, and obviously you did that tonight. Some may have been just because of the blowout loss, but what about that? And I guess in particular Phillips' performance.
Yeah, Sean is. He is. You're seeing. He's only scratching the surface on what he's going to be if he stays the course and keeps focusing on getting better. Just with his youthfulness, his lack of experience, but he's got some high-end ability. His ceiling is super high, so he's just got to keep showing up and working hard and get ready for practice. And there's still some things that he's got to learn, like on the free throw block out, he didn't have his hands up, and we didn't get a rebound on a free throw. But his impact on what we could do is very good when he's playing as active as he needs to be around the basket.
Is he still on a minutes restriction, and if so,
No.
not now?
No.
Go back to the connectivity. Sometimes it's just five guys trying hard. They think, hey, my role is to try to take over, be the guy. Other times it's an agenda, selfish issue of all guys have different agendas. What do you think is the first half issue of connectivity?
Yeah, hard to put my finger on it. We've been, working hard as a staff. We met for a long time yesterday with the team and just talked about a lot of things, relevant to performance and playing winning basketball. And we didn't do that. We didn't do that at all in the first half. We just were out there playing. There was no urgency, no desperation. It was like, hey, this is another game. Let's go hoop.
So on that note, did you feel the loss to Stanford maybe affected the mindset more than you cared for?
It's always a possibility that anytime you're losing, you're going through a bad stretch like we are right now. There's that's when all the fingers start coming out and they start pointing in different directions, because no one wants to take responsibility or accountability for everything. But this is, this is my masterpiece. So, ultimately it's on me. I had to reconstruct the entire roster virtually, and this is my team. And if everyone doesn't like it, then there's nothing that we could really do about it at this point. We're just, I'm focusing on trying to see who's committed on Monday when we hit the practice floor again to get ready for, some very difficult games ahead of us, to be totally invested and committed to want to play winning basketball.
On the defensive end, just, kind of what did you see that let them shoot, such high percentages?
They put a lot of pressure on you because Tyson is really good. I mean, he's leading the conference in scoring. He could shoot the three. He could go off the dribble. Ermac is very good on the low blocks. He's got good touch, a good scorer. And and Cone is a three-point threat. I mean, they have a lot of guys that could hurt you out there. So it's they've been really good. I mean, they've lost a lot of close games, in the non-conference and early in conference play. But they have the players and they have talent. And they're a talented group.
Coach, when you played this team the first time, you guys were in a similar situation after the first half, and you guys battled all the way back. What was the difference between that and this performance?
They had a response when we, we got it to, I think it was 6 or 8, and then they had the 4-point play, and then, Kamari drove in and he fell down. I got to work on his footwork. He was really clumsy on that layup, and so at 51-40, that's a situation where we may, be able to score and then set up our press again, and the crowd was getting back in it, but we couldn't get it to single digits again.
Coach, after these 2 losses, what are the points of emphasis going into practice this week?
It's basically going to be just evaluating, what needs to be done, if there are changes that need to be made. The one thing I liked about the second half was getting Sean in the lineup. I don't know whether that'll happen again on Thursday, but it enabled me to kind of split minutes with Brian and Sean and get Zoe back to his more natural position, and so that was a positive to see that.
Kamari lands, he seemed like he played a little bit better today. Seems like he's getting the last couple games better.
Yeah, he's trying, man. That's all you could ask for from these kids. You see, we talked to him about rebounding, playing better defense. He got 5 defensive rebounds, so he was better at that end of the floor for us tonight. And then, he hit a couple of shots, yes, which is great, but he missed 2 in a row. He wanted to make it badly. And, I could tell that he's a guy that'll continue to play more as we keep going.
Coach, you mentioned commitment today after this game, and it sounds like very similar to what happened after the Northwestern game when you guys had a similar losing streak at that point in the year, and you guys were able to kind of find a resurgence. Do you feel like something you guys can do at this point in the season before you guys go on this road trip?
Yeah, I mean, we don't have one win right now or something. It's not great considering the way we started that we're sitting where we are right now, but, I don't think anybody is, it's not in my makeup to quit. That's not, what I've done my whole life. So if that's what they're looking for from their leader, then they're not going to get that. We're just going to, look at each individual game and see how we could try and turn this around. But it has come full circle back to the same things that haunted us in some of our non-conference games. It is really just a circular movement all the way back to that game from how we were from a team dynamic standpoint, and then we made some adjustments and played the right way for several games, and now we've come all the way back to that same trust, commitment, unity, breakdown, and playing the right way and playing together and playing the win. All right, thank you guys.